Alright, so it seems like the perfect time to start talking about some betting odds because everyone's rehearsed at this point, and so now the betting odds are starting to look a little bit different than what they might have looked like before we actually saw the people on stage performing, so let's talk about it. First off, I should point out that I'm basically doing hair that is like matching the Eurovision logo this year. Totally not planned, just, maybe they copied me, honestly. So let's break this down. Russia is still in the #1 spot. Yes, the betting odds have narrowed a little bit, but Russia's still delivering, and I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. Russia is coming here with a really, really strong performance. Yeah, some people might think that they're doing too much, but at the end of the day, did we expect anything less from them? Yeah, no, didn't think so. My #1 pick is France, and France is still holding down the #2 spot. This makes me actually really nervous for what France is going to do on stage, because that performance is really going to make it or break this. And in the 3rd place spot, completely deservedly, is Australia, and I'm not going to lie, Australia almost brought tears to my eyes. Dami Im looked amazing, sound amazing. I mean, Australia is taking this seriously, and it's okay. Oh my gosh, like, what would happen if Australia won? What do you really think would happen if Australia won? Did I share my theory with you? Okay, let me tell you what my theory is. My theory is that Australia is going to win, and instead of them hosting Eurovision next year, they will go back down to Australia and basically host and play sort of master to a new Eurovision in Southeast Asia. So like the Southeastern Asian Pacific region. And that's my theory. And that's one of the main reasons why I think we should just go on and let Australia win. Malta did tick up a little bit in the betting odds based off their performance. And I mean, understand why. I mean, we expected Malta to do something big on stage, and they did. Really, the biggest upset from the rehearsals is the fact that Sweden is nowhere near the #1 spot. And for the people who are still thinking Sweden's gonna win, I would just go on and let that dream go, because some of these other countries are bringing some serious fire. Now, the betting odds aren't really clocking for these countries, but I definitely think you should. And one of the main countries that I think the betting odds need to clock for is Serbia. The performance was pitch perfect. Serbia is doing a nice interpretation of the song. It's really good, it's really strong, and Serbia is definitely a country to look out for. But let's talk about the stuff that we really want to talk about, which is basically the countries that probably won't be getting through, according to the betting odds. Again, these are not necessarily my opinions. The betting odds are saying these countries probably won't make it to the final. So let's talk about it. The betting odds aren't really in the favor of Estonia, and I don't understand why. After seeing it on stage, I actually think Estonia is going to give us something pretty amazing, and I think people at home are actually going to end up voting for it. So although the betting odds aren't clocking for it, people at home are going to be clocking for it, so don't even worry about that. Austria also is low in the betting odds when it comes to making the final. I don't really know why. Although I'm not a huge fan of Austria's entry, I definitely understand why other people are. The betting odds don't think that Greece is going to make it to the final, and I have to agree with them, so I'm not even going to say anything else about that. Yeah. The betting odds don't think that Bosnia and Herzegovina are going to make the final, and I think that in this case they are dead wrong. The performance was strong. Bosnia and Herzegovina doesn't actually have that bad of a record for making it to the finals. Also, they're back. I actually think this entry could go through. If it doesn't, okay, I'm not really that surprised. But again, that rehearsal was super strong. The vocals were super strong. And really what we were seeing on stage wasn't bad at all. So I would clock it making it through. But, I mean, this is what the numbers are telling us. Moldova rehearsed, and I have to agree with the betting odds. I just simply don't think that Moldova is going to make it to the final. Did you hear that there's an astronaut on stage with her that like randomly starts dancing? Yeah, no, I don't think that that's making it. The betting odds are not in Finland's favor, and unfortunately, I'm going to have to agree with them. Even though I like the song, I think I'm going to have to agree with him that it probably is going to struggle to make the final. Montenegro is pretty much on the bottom of every single betting odds thing, which is really kind of unfortunate because I liked what they did last year. But I guess at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. The song this year is just, it's interesting to say the least. And if you're a Montenegro fan, I would be concerned. I would be really concerned. San Marino is at the bottom of the betting odds list, and that seems to make a lot of sense, and I will admit I'm not necessarily a San Marino fan, but if San Marino were to make it to the final, I would not be surprised. You heard it here first. So, whatever. Low-key, I wouldn't even really mind. I wouldn't mind if San Marino was in the final, because we know it's not going to win. Like, it's not going to win. So the fact that it's in the final, I think it'll just be there as a showpiece for fun. So let's move on to semifinal 2 concerning the betting odds. Belgium is actually on that cusp. They're saying that it very well might qualify or it might not. I'm going to say here right now, I think it is going to qualify. The performance was strong. It also has a really, really nice placing in the show run. So I do think Belgium is going to qualify. Do I want Belgium to qualify? Not really, but I can't deny the fact that the performance was good, the rehearsal was good, and I'm pretty sure what we see on stage is going to be good, so it'll probably go through. So just prepare yourself to deal with that if you don't like Belgium, and if you like Belgium, get excited because you're probably going to the final. Ireland is actually on the bottom of the betting odds this year for getting through to the finals, which is actually kind of surprising to me because I think it's kind of a no-brainer that Ireland is most likely going to get through. I don't see this not getting through. And I hate to say that a lot of that will be based upon the fact that people know Nikki Byrne from Westlife. I think there are just people who want Ireland in the final, who feel like Ireland has kind of gotten the raw end of the deal the past 2 years. So I think that those people are just going to support Nikki in addition to the people who know him from Westlife fame. And the rehearsal wasn't horrible. They do like a lot of nice tight shots on his face, and I think that that's really the way to go. Belarus's performance was not bad. However, you know the phrase, you can put lipstick on a pig, but it's still a pig. You can put LED lights, you can put holographic band members, you can do a whole bunch of shit, but it doesn't help the fact that he still cannot sing, he still cannot enunciate his words, and he still cannot stay on the pitch and key, which I don't understand. Like, you've been singing this song for months. There is no reason that you can't hit these notes. It makes absolutely no sense. And the crazy part is, I actually don't think that this song is trash. I think the song is actually really good. And I think if Michael Spock from Poland was singing the song, it would be better. It would be an automatic qualifier, and it might find itself in the top 5. The betting odds are saying that former Yugoslavian Republic of Macedonia might not make the final, and I couldn't disagree more. I think we're gonna see Calliope in the final. Her rehearsal was amazing. She's actually one of the few people that had perfect first runs. I mean, Calliope's performance was great. Jamala was another one that just had a perfect first run. I mean, Calliope is just amazing, and to think that she's not going to make it to the final, I think is ridiculous. And the song Dona actually deserves to be in the final. Semi-final 2, when you see Dona on stage, you're going to want to vote for it. It's doing everything you need to have it get your vote. Okay, George is at the bottom of the betting odds, and I've been liking this song from the beginning. I admit that I've been liking this song from the beginning. I still like it, and when I tell you the rehearsal was amazing, the rehearsal is going to make you double take this performance. The rehearsal is just super, super strong, and I mean, what they're going to be doing in their performance is pretty cool. And I almost just wish that this performance was their music video, because I took it out of my top 10 because I really didn't care for the music video. But what they're doing on stage is amazing, and I'm secretly hoping that at the end of the live performance, they destroy their instruments. Like, I'm actually really, really hoping for that, because they're giving serious 90s Britpop angst. And there's even a dude in the band who looks like Liam from Oasis, and I'm completely like spazzing over that. It is amazing. Slovenia is at the bottom of the betting odds, and it kind of deserves to be there. The song is not bad. The performance won't be bad. But this is, I think, just the case of something that's just good, and there's nothing really bad about it, but there's also nothing really unique. There's also nothing really that's going to make this song stand out. And we just have so many strong songs this year that you have to be perfect. You have to be serving it and serving it and serving it. Albania is also getting some flack when it comes to the betting odds, although Aneta's voice is amazing, and trust and believe, her voice is amazing. They should not have translated that song to English, and they should have kept it in Albanian, and I still do not know why, on all that is holy, they aren't just going to flip things up. I mean, they still have time. You have another rehearsal. Aneta, please, on semifinal 2 night, how about you just open your mouth and sing it in Albanian? I would really, really like that, and I think it would help the song. And because Aneta's vocals are so powerful, if that song were in Albanian, I actually think it could make the final, totally. But if it's in English, you will find yourself at the bottom of the betting odds, which is where you are, and you will find yourself getting a flight home on Friday because you won't be going to the finals. It makes me so sad to say that. I hate saying that. I really, really liked Albania's song. Finally, Switzerland is probably not going to make it to the finals, according to the betting odds. The rehearsal was actually not that bad. And honestly, I hate to say it, but this is legitimately a case of styling and staging. And it is so shameful that we might potentially not have a good song, because really, Last of Our Kind is a good song, and the styling and the staging is just going to kill it. It's just going to kill. It's already killed it. It's actually already killed it, because people are already clocking for this song to not make it to the finals. And then what they decided to do in their rehearsals were really not seeing any different, except for the fact that Rika has blue-gray hair, which, look, I'm all about the hair coloration, but this is good. Like, this oddly looks fitting, right? Like, right? Yeah. Her hair is very distracting, and I'm afraid that the outfit will probably be equally distracting, if not worse. Well, that was my wrap-up of the betting odds as they stand right now. I mean, because we've seen these rehearsals, and of course, what happens on stage is going to mix things up. And all right, that's me in Stockholm, Sweden. Oh yeah, did you not notice? There's a press center. I'm like actually here. Oh yeah, it's happening.